What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Toronto Raptors, who, as you guys know, just made a big trade. They traded OG Anunoby, Precious Achiuwa, and also Malachi Flynn to the New York Knicks are RJ Barrett, Immanuel Quickley, and a 2024 second round pick. Now, I already did a realistic rebuild of the New York Knicks. If you guys want to check out that video, a link to it should be popping up on the screen right now. Make sure to check that out. But today we're doing a realistic rebuild of the Toronto Raptors, man. The goal is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. If I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, and without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
Alrighty, so before we get into the rotation breakdown, let me give you guys my quick thoughts on the trade. I went a little bit more in depth in that Knicks video, so again, make sure to check that out. But yeah, even though a few days have passed, I still feel like it is a win-win trade for both teams. The Knicks got OG Anunoby, who I think is a perfect fit at the 3 spot. You know, he's a really good defender. He's going to thrive in that Knicks system, and he's also a lot more of a catch and shoot guy as opposed to RJ Barrett, which is ideal when you're playing alongside Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. So I really like that fit there. They also didn't give up any first round picks, which is important because I don't think they're done making trades. You know, I think they still do want to try to land a star. Then you take a look at the Raptors, man. I think that got pretty much a 2-for-1. You know, RJ Barrett could definitely benefit from a change in scenery. He's gonna have a bigger role on this team, and he fits the timeline. You know, once you hit the reset button, we're gonna build around him, Scotty Barnes, Immanuel Quickley, who, speaking of which, honestly might end up being the best player in this trade, man. I feel like he has a really high ceiling. He could also benefit from a bigger role in Toronto, and the Raptors really capitalized on the fact that the Knicks probably weren't gonna be able to pay Immanuel Quickley this offseason. You know, his rookie contract is about to end. He's gonna have to get paid some money, which I don't think the Knicks were gonna be willing to do, but as the Raptors, man, we'll definitely pay him. I think he could be really good for us. Anyways, let's take a look at our rotation breakdown. At the 1, we got Immanuel Quickley. Just talked about him a little bit. He's 24 years old, 80 overall, definitely could benefit from a bigger role. You know, this season he's averaging 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal, round up round here, and he's shooting 40% from deep, man. We'll definitely take that. Like I said, he is on the last year of his deal, so we are gonna have to pay him. If I had to guess, it's probably gonna be like 25 to 30 M's per year, something like that, which is obviously a lot of money, but of course we are gonna pay it. He's pretty much gonna be safe for this entire video. At the 2, we got RJ Barrett, who also is in the mix, and speaking of contracts, he's on a pretty big one, man. About 24 M's this season, going all the way up to about 30 M's in 4 years. That's a lot of money for RJ Barrett, man. I'm not sure if he's worth it, quite honestly. We'll just have to see how he progresses. But with that being said, he's still a good player. You know, 18 points a game this season, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Ideally, I would like him to be more consistent from deep. You know, only 33%. That's not the best, but still, he's got a lot of defensive upside. He's only 23 years old, and I forgot to mention he's from Toronto, so that's cool too. I'm definitely rooting for it to work out, man. But with that being said, RJ Barrett definitely isn't safe for this video. One guy who is safe without a doubt, though, is Scotty Barnes at a 3 spot. Obviously, the face of our franchise. He's 22 years old, 86 overall, playing some really good basketball this season, which is a great sign because it kind of took a little bit of a step back in his sophomore year. This season, though, he's averaging 21 points a game, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block, and he's shooting 39% from deep, man. That's a crazy jump. You know, he's really versatile. He can even play some point forward. I mean, he does a little bit of everything. Like I said, man, he's definitely going to be safe for this entire video. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about Pascal Siakam, though, who is 29 years old, 86 overall. He's just not going to fit the timeline once you do hit the reset button. It is what it is. It's not to take away from a good season, man. 22 points a game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. His 3-point shot isn't going down, 29%. That's concerning, but still, he's a really versatile power forward. I think he has a lot of value. Shoot, man, if we got RJ Barrett and Immanuel Quickley for OG Anunoby, I'm trying to get a lot for Pascal Siakam, like 2 young players and a first-round pick. I don't think that's asking for too much, so we'll look around and see what's out there. Then at the 5, we got Jakob Poeltl, who is 28 years old, 81 overall. He's just a really solid center, man. I mean, 11 points a game, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Obviously, he's not a 3-point shooter, but he is really efficient down low. 70% shooting from the floor. We'll definitely take that. With that being said, we did just sign into a pretty sizable contract, 4 years, 78 M's. It's not too much money, but honestly, I'm not sure if he's good enough to be the starting center on a championship team, and if that's the case, then it's way too much money for like a bench guy, you know? Obviously, we're not going to compete for anything in like the first year or 2, so it's not really a problem right now, but it definitely is something to think about in the future. Anyways, taking a look at the bench now, we got Gary Trent Jr., who is 24 years old, 76 overall. He definitely is having a down year, you know, 12 points a game, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. He is shooting 38% from deep, so that's good. But yeah, man, when you take a look at his contract, about 18.5 M's this season, that's a lot of money for his production. I think I do want to re-sign him because he is 24 years old. He does fit our new timeline, but I ain't gonna lie, man, it's got to be for a little bit of a pay cut. We also got Dennis Schroeder in the mix, who is 30 years old, 79 overall, and he's having a really good season, man. 15 points a game, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1 steal, and he's even shooting 36% from deep, you know, league average for the first time in a while. Shout out to him for that. But with that being said, he obviously doesn't fit our new timeline. You know, he's 30 years old, and his stock is really high. You know, we definitely could get like a first-round pick, maybe a young player in return for him. That should be possible, man, especially because he's not on a big deal. He's on a 2-year deal, making about 12.5 M's this season, 13 next year. I'm sure there's going going to be a lot of contending teams that want him. Another guy who we might trade at some point is Chris Boucher, you know, 30 years old, 75 overall. He obviously doesn't have as much value as Dennis Schroeder, but with that being said, he is also on a movable contract, about 12 M's this season, and it's regressing to about 11 M's next year. Maybe I can get like a second round pick or two for him, man. I'm not too sure. Anyways, we also got Jalen McDaniels in the mix, who is 25 years old, 73 overall. Honestly, I'm not too high on him. You know, he's not much of a three-point shooter. That's for sure. 19% from deep this season, man. That's pretty rough. But still, he's somewhat young, and we are going to hit the reset button. I'll give him a chance, man. We'll see what he can do. And the last guy in 10-man rotation is Thaddeus Young, who's one of the veterans on this group. 35 years old, 75 overall. If he was on a veteran minimum or something, then maybe I could trade him for like a second round pick. But he's making 8 M's this season, man. That's going to be pretty tough to move. Honestly, I'm probably just going to hold on to him and not resign him this offseason. Anyways, let's take a look at some guys outside the rotation real quick. We got Grady Dick, who was the 13th overall pick in this past year's draft. You know, at Kansas, he was a really good three-point shooter, but it hasn't translated so far. 25% from deep, man. That's really tough. Obviously, he's got plenty of time to develop. You know, he's only 20 years old, and we are about to hit the reset button as well, so he's going to get his chances. But with that being said, man, he's only 70 overall. He definitely has to show me something. Anyways, we also got Otto Porter in the mix, who is 30 years old, 73 overall. Obviously, he's older, he's aggressing, and he also can't stay healthy. I doubt he even has some trade value, so there's not a lot to say here. Honestly, the same goes to Garrett Temple, you know, 37 years old, 70 overall. Yeah, man, I'm not expecting much out of him. And then we got a young guy, Christian Koloko, 23 years old, 74 overall. We do need some young guys, and we also need some center depth. Obviously, it's going to depend on how he progresses, but who knows, man, he might be a part of our future plans. Speaking of future plans, though, let's take a look at our 3-year game plan starting off of season 1. It's pretty simple, man. I just want to sell guys like Pascal Siakam, Dennis Schroeder, maybe Chris Boucher. I'm trying to get young players, and I'm trying to get draft capital, man. That's the main goal. Then for season 2, I definitely want to buy low on young talent. If I see a guy around the league and needs a change in scenery, maybe an expanded role, kind of like Immanuel Quickley or RJ Barrett, I definitely would be willing to buy low and take a chance on him. And then for season 3, per usual, buy if necessary. I'm not sure if we'll be competitive by then. Honestly, I think it might be like a 4-year rebuild, maybe a 5. We'll just see what happens. But anyways, that's a look at our 3-year game plan. We are 13-20 right now, the 12th seed in the Eastern Conference. Let's into the trade deadline and try to be sellers. Alright, man, so we're at the trade deadline, and we're 17-34, the 12th seed in the Eastern Conference. Let's look around and see what trades we can do. Alright, man, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to send Pascal Siakam and Otto Porter to the Atlanta Hawks for DeAndre Hunter, AJ Griffin, Davis Bertans, and a 2024 first round pick that is lottery protected. It originally belonged to the Kings. I think the Hawks are at that point right now where they either got to go all in and try to be competitive, or they got to hit the reset button. You know, if you do this trade, you're going to have Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Jalen Johnson, Pascal Siakam, and also Onyeka Okongwu. I guess they traded Clint Capella to the Mavericks. I'm not too sure. But yeah, man, that's definitely a really good starting 5. And then for us, man, we're getting some good pieces. I mean, we got DeAndre Hunter, who's somewhat young, 26 years old, 80 overall. You know, he's a solid 3-and-D player, shooting 39% from deep this season. We'll definitely take that. And AJ Griffin is also a good defender, and he's a lot younger, 20 years old, 74 overall, definitely does have potential. Then we're going to get an expiring contract in Davis Bertans and a first round pick here, which I think will convey. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's see if they will say yes to this, and they will. Pascal Siakam, thank you for your service. And for my last trade, I'm trying to send Dennis Schroeder and Garrett Temple to the Sacramento Kings, so Davion Mitchell and PJ Tucker. Obviously, Sacramento is trying to be competitive right now, and Davion Mitchell gets a lot of coaching DMPs. I think it's a simple trade, man. They're getting a veteran point guard who can help them win right now. We're getting a young point guard who can fit our timeline. That sounds good to me. Will they say yes to this? And they will. Davion Mitchell, welcome to the team. And that's the team for year 1, man. We got Immanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, DeAndre Hunter, and Jakob Poeltl. Then on the bench, we got Gary Trent Jr., AJ Griffin, Davion Mitchell, and Chris Boucher. It's only a 9-man rotation. It's definitely a young team, man. It's not a very good one, but that's totally fine. Honestly, I'm just trying to get a good draft pick this year, so let's get this in. Alright, man, so we finished 29-53. Honestly, I wanted to be a little bit worse, but I guess I'll take it. Anyways, I got Luka Doncic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? No, we don't, but that's fine. What about the All-NBA teams, though? Let's take a look at this here. As we got Scotty Barnes, man, All-NBA 3rd team. That's a really good sign. And let's see. Also got All-Defensive 2nd team. Okay, Scotty, doing your thing, man. Shout out to him. That's it for us, but yeah, that's really exciting. It looks like we finished with the 5th worst record in the NBA. We'll definitely take that. But let's take a look at the stats now. Scotty Barnes led the way for us. 22 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And let's see, he shot 40% from deep. That's really good. Then we got Immanuel Quickley, 39%. We also got DeAndre Hunter, 37%. Gary Trent Jr., 38%. And that's about it, man. Not a lot of 3-point shooting. We definitely got to get some more of that. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of the stats, I got Immanuel Quickley, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Then we got RJ Barrett, 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what else we got here? DeAndre Hunter, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. And our main guy off the bench was Gary Trent Jr. No surprise there, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Anyways, man, make sure to pause the if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's sim these playoffs. Obviously, I don't care how this all plays out, man. Let's go and sim this whole thing and just see what happens here. As let's see, it's gonna be the Cavs and the Thunder in the finals. Let's go and check this thing out, and it's gonna be the Thunder winning it all, man. Okay, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. Now it's time for the moment of truth, though. What pick are we gonna get? Let's go and find out. As it says we have the 6th best odds. It's supposed to go to the 76ers. I think actually though it's supposed to be the Spurs and it's top 6 protected. So hopefully we keep that. And then also we have that pick from the Kings, which was lottery protected. It doesn't look like that's gonna convey, so that's pretty tough. But anyways, let's rip the band-aid off here, and it looks like we got the 2nd pick, man. That's a really big jump. You love to see it, man. I've had some really good luck as of late. We're gonna get someone really good, man. Let's go to draft night and check it out. Alright, man, so we're here to draft, and it looks like Alexandria Sarr did go to the Grizzlies. I didn't even see that they got the 1st overall pick. That's insane. But anyways, now we're at the 2nd overall pick, and we got a lot of options, obviously. I see Stephon Castle, I see Isaiah Collier, Donovan Clingan, Justin Edwards, Nikola Topic. Out of everybody though, I think I want to go with Modest Buzelis. You know, he's 18 years old, 6'10", really good size, skill, and versatility. I think he'd be really good at the 4 spot for us. He's got Jerry Lucas All-NBA ceiling. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's make that pick. Modest Buzelis, welcome to the Raptors. Now we're here for agency, and we got to re-sign Immanuel Quickley. He was actually only asking for like 16 M's, but that's not realistic. I'm gonna do 24 M's per year for the next 4 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. Now I'm gonna re-sign Gary Trent Jr. 11 M's per year for the next 2 seasons. That sounds good to me, and it sounds good to him too. Now we're here player progression, and as you would expect, we got a lot of green arrows here. We got Scotty Barnes up 389. We got RJ Barrett up 384. We also got Immanuel Quickley up 383. Then we got Jakob Poeltl up 281. That's good. Let's see, DeAndre Hunter up 181. Gary Trent Jr. up 278. AJ Griffin up 276. Davion Mitchell up 376. It's a lot of green arrows, man. Christian Koloko up 276. That's nice. And let's see what else we got here. Grady Dick up 272. And then we got PJ Tucker down 272. That's totally fine. I mean, bro's 39 years old, so it is what it is. Anyways, man, that's a look at the team, and I feel really good about it. Maybe we can make the play-in this year. I'm not too sure. Let's keep it moving to season 2. Alright, man, so the team for year 2 is looking like Immanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, DeAndre Hunter, and also Jakob Poeltl. Then on the bench, you got Modest Buzelis, you got Gary Trent Jr., AJ Griffin, Davion Mitchell, and Christian Koloko. Now getting some minutes for us, so we'll see what he can do. Let's not waste any more time, man. Let's into the trade deadline and see what it's looking like. I did not see this coming, man. We're here to trade deadline, and we're 29 and 21, the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. That's insane, man. But with that being said, I don't want to be buyers just yet. I think we'll probably save that for next year. But still, let me look around to see if there's any trades that make sense for us. All right, so I thought about maybe trading Chris Boucher for like a 2nd round pick or something. But honestly, I couldn't find anything that made sense for us. So you know what? I'm totally fine with just staying still. Let's get back to simming. Alrighty, so we went 45 and 37 this season. Obviously a really big step. I wasn't expecting. But anyways, Nikola Jokic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? No, we don't, but that's fine. What about the All-NBA teams though? Let's take a look at this here. We got Scotty Barnes, All-NBA 3rd team for the 2nd year in a row. We'll definitely take that. And let's see, do we have anything else here? We got Modest Buzelis, man, all-rookie 1st team. It still says Matt. I gotta fix that. But anyways, it looks like that's it for us. It looks like we're the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference, man. We'll definitely take that. Let's check out the stats now. Scotty Barnes led the way once again, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And let's see, he shot 38% from deep. That's really good. Then we got Immanuel Quickley, 39%. We got RJ Barrett, 37. That's a really big jump. What else do we got here? DeAndre Hunter, 39%. Gary Trent Jr., 35. We got a little more 3-point shooting, man. I'm definitely happy with that. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of the stats, Immanuel Quickley, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Then we got RJ Barrett, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. I did end up starting Modest Buzelis like about halfway through the season. I mean, bro was just playing really well. 12 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And then our main guy off the bench was DeAndre Hunter, who did have a pretty solid season. You know, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. We'll definitely take that. Anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this playoff run. Alrighty, so we're going up against the Detroit Pistons in the 1st round. Let's take a look at the matchup. As let's see, they got Kate Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Asar Thompson, Bojan Bogdanovic, and also Jalen Duren. No changes there. Let's go ahead and get into it here. If I got to shorten the rotation, then I will. But we lose game 1. Let's see, 1-1, way to bounce back there, boys. It is 2-1 us. Let's see, 2-2. Yeah, let's shorten that rotation real quick, just to be safe. I feel pretty good about this. I gave more minutes to the starters, not so much to the bench, and I did make it a 9-man rotation, taking out Christian Koloko. Is that enough to make it out of this thing, man? Let's go and find out. As, let's see, we do lose that game, that's pretty tough, but we forced the game 7. Okay, let's get into it. So if it is close, we will jump into this thing. Let's go ahead and see how it plays out. As we lose the 1st quarter, that's pretty tough, but we got a big 2nd quarter there. And yeah, man, it looks like the boys might run away with this thing. Hey, I would have been happy with just the play-in, but I guess we're gonna make it out of here. Now we're moving on to the 2nd round, going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Trae Young, Lonnie Walker, Desmond Bane now. That's interesting. No Pascal Siakam, Jalen Johnson at the 4. I guess they sent him to Memphis. I'm not too sure. Anyways, then they got Onyeka Okongwu at the 5. It's a good team, man. Honestly, I don't like our chances, but let's get into it. As we do win game 1, that's good. It is 1-1. That's totally fine. Down 2-1 though. 2-2. Way to bounce back there, boys. 3-2. Can we force a game 7? Yes, we can. One more game 7 here, boys. Let's get into it. As let's see. We win that first quarter pretty easily. We lose the second though. It is a pretty close game, man. We might actually jump into this one. Yeah, it's going back and forth, man. We're gonna have to jump into this one. As let's see, 33 seconds left. We are up by 1 point. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into it. Alrighty, so we got free throws here for Marjan Beauchamp, I guess. I'm not sure what's going on, but he does miss it, so that's good. Let's see, second free throw is underway. As I don't know what that angle is about, but anyways, tie game here. 34 seconds left. As I guess I forgot to change the camera angle. That's my bad. Let me do that real quick. Alrighty, so we got it all fixed up here. Scotty Barnes with the ball, being guarded by Desmond Bane. I guess Pascal Siakam is in Memphis, man. I don't really know. But anyway, Scotty with the ball, trying to go to work here. Gets it to Immanuel Quickley. He's got Trae Young on him, man. That's a mismatch, but RJ Barrett pulls up and he knocks it down. Wow. Big time shot from RJ Barrett, man. 2-point lead for us with 17 seconds left as they call a timeout. Alrighty, Jalen Johnson is looking to inbound this thing. Gets it to Trae Young. Almost backcourt there. But anyways, Quickley being guarded. Or, I'm sorry, guarding him. He got lost there in the screen, but luckily he gets back there. Let's see. We are running out of time here. 5 seconds left. He's going to hold this one for the last shot. And is it going to be a 3-point shot for the win? Trae Young, and he knocks it down. No, bro. Not like this. Not like this, 2K. Trae Young with the deep bomb to give his team the lead. But we still got 0.8 seconds left, man. We got hope. All right, man. So it looks like we got Modest Ellis inbound in this thing. The rookie. That's interesting. But he gets that to Scotty Barnes, and it looks like he did knock down the shot. What a bucket by Scotty Barnes, man. Did he get it off in time, though? It looks like we're going to have an official review. Wow, that looked close, bro. I'm not too sure. Let's check it out. As let's see. He bro, he got that off in time. He got that off in time. Scotty Barnes with the buzzer beater. What a crazy shot by him. I mean, we said he was our franchise player, did we not? That's the franchise players do. Let's see. The referee is going to review this thing, and they do say it's a bucket, man. Scotty Barnes has sent the Toronto Raptors to the conference finals. Wow. I'm so glad I jumped into this game. And just like that, man, we're here in the conference finals going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Tyrese Maxey, Jaden Springer at the 2. That's interesting. Then they got Kelly Oubre Jr., Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid. It's definitely a good team, man. Let's get into it though. As let's see. We lose game 1. Yep, that makes sense. We bounce right back though. Bro, this team has such crazy fight. I mean, we're up 3-1 right now, and we're here in the NBA Finals. Bro, I gotta show this real quick. Let me go to the settings here and just show you guys. No funny business going on right now. It's completely normal. You know, I go superstar difficulty, and that's what we're doing here. Yeah, man, we're here in the NBA Finals. I honestly can't believe it. As let's see, we're gonna face Houston Rockets. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Amen Thompson, Jalen Green, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith Jr., and Alperen Sengun. It's a good team, man. I think they are better on paper, but hey, we're clearly the Cinderella team. So we win game 1. Let's see. 1-1, okay. 2-1 them. It is 2-2. Come on, bro. 2-3 them. Or I'm sorry, 3-2 them. Yeah, let me go ahead and mess around with this just a little bit more. And what can I do here, man? I'm gonna shorten the bench just a little bit and give some more minutes to the guys here. So we're gonna do it like that. And I think that's like our best bet, man. Is that enough to win 2 games? Let's go ahead and find out. As we do force a game 7, let's go Simcast, man. If we jump into this, that would be insane. Let's see. They win the first quarter. They win the second quarter. Yeah, man. I think our Cinderella run is about to run out. As let's see. We do make a run there in the fourth quarter, but yeah, it's not going to be enough. As the Houston Rockets win it all, man. It looks like it's Alperen Sengun, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. Hey, man, I definitely can't complain. We were 1 win away from winning a championship in year 2. That's insane. Let's move on to season 3 now and try to get it done. Alrighty, man. So we're here to draft lottery. We did have the 21st overall pick, but it is going to the 76ers since it didn't convey last year. That's totally fine. Let's skip the draft. Now we're here at free agency, and it looks like the Magic want to offer Scotty Barnes a deal. It's a 3-year contract, 138 M's. Obviously, it's a lot of money, but you know, we're going to match that, of course. Now we're here at player progression, where once again, we got a lot of green arrows. We got Scotty Barnes up 2-91. Then we got RJ Barrett up 1-85. We got Immanuel Quickley up 1-84. What else do we got here? Gary Trent Jr. up 2-80. We also got Modest Ellis and Davion Mitchell up 3-79. Then we got AJ Griffin up 2-78. Christian Koloko up 1-77. And let's see, Grady Dickman up 3-75. That's good. I like this team a lot, man. I feel like we're definitely trending in the right direction. I mean, shoot, we almost won a championship last year. I definitely think we can get it done in year 3. So the team for year 3 is looking like Immanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, Modest Ellis, and Jakob Poeltl. Off the bench, we got DeAndre Hunter. Then we got Gary Trent Jr., Davion Mitchell, AJ Griffin, and also Christian Koloko. It is still a young team, you know. I don't want to speed up the timeline too much. Let's just send him to the trade deadline. You know, if we are good this year, maybe we'll make a move or something. Let's just check it out. Alright man, so here to trade deadline, we're 29 and 22 to 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. That's not too bad. I'm pretty sure it's about the same as last year. Let me look around and see what's out there. Alright man, here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to send AJ Griffin, Jakob Poeltl, DeAndre Hunter, and 3 unprotected first round picks of ours in 2026, 28, and 2030 to the Miami Heat for Bam Adebayo, Thomas Bryant, and Luke Kennard. It's time for Miami to hit the reset button, man. They don't have Jimmy Butler anymore, so all they really have is like Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, actually the second worst team in the Eastern Conference. So yeah, it's pretty bad out there. With this trade, you're gonna get a young piece in AJ Griffin, only 22 years old. You definitely would benefit from a bigger role. You know, he's a really good defender, and he's also shooting really well from deep this season, man. 38%. You're also gonna get some solid role players, you know, Jakob Poeltl and also DeAndre Hunter. Obviously, they're not young, but they do have some trade value. You probably could get some first round picks for them. And speaking of which, you're getting 3 of those as well, man. I think that's a really good return. And then for us, man, I said I wasn't sure if Jakob Poeltl could be the starting center on a championship team. Well, Bam Adebayo definitely could, that's for sure. I feel like that's a good trade, man. Let's see if they will say yes to it, and they will. Bam Adebayo, welcome to the Raptors. I'm really happy with that trade, man. But with that being said, we do need a backup power forward now. I'm gonna sign Jeremiah Robinson Earl in free agency, 3.5 M's, 1 year. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. And that's the team, man. We got Immanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, Modesty Zealous, and also Bam Adebayo. Then on the bench, you got Gary Trent Jr., Davion Mitchell, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, Christian Coloco, and also Grady Dick. I did make him a small forward because that's what he's gonna play for us, and I bumped him up to a 77, man. We'll take that. I like this team a lot, man. But can we win a championship? That's the big question. Let's get to simming and find out. Talk to me, but talk to me nice. The boys on 52 and 30, man. That's another really big season. You'll love to see it. Anyways, I got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? No, we don't, but that's fine. What about the All-NBA teams, though? Let's take a look at this here. Anything for the Raptors? It's not looking like it. Okay, I can't complain, man. We're the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. That's pretty crazy. Let's take a look at the stats now. Scotty Barnes led the way once again. 20 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Round up round here. And he also shot 42% from deep. That's insane. We also got RJ Barrett 40%, then we got Immanuel Quickley 39. We got some 3-point shooting, man. Modesty Zealous 39, Gary Trent Jr. 40. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. What else do we got here? We got RJ Barrett 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Then we got Immanuel Quickley 17 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. And Bam Adebayo, man, looking really good. 16 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. What about Modesty Zealous, man? How did he do? 16 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. That's really good. And then our main guy off the bench was Gary Trent Jr. No surprise there. He averaged 12 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Anyways, man, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's get into this playoff run and try to win a championship. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Paul George now. Okay, Isaiah Mobley at the 4, not Evan Mobley. That's not as good. And then they also got Jared Allen. It's a good team, man. I think that we are better. Do we have to shorten the rotation? Let's find out. So we win game 1. That's good. 2-0, guys. Let's see. 3-0. Can we get the clean sweep? Yes, we can. Okay, that was pretty easy, man. That's a good sign. Now we're moving on to the second round, going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Tyrese Maxey, Jaden Springer, Kelly Oubre, Miles Bridges, and Joel Embiid. That's a pretty good team, man. Now I'm going to shorten the rotation this time, so let me do that real quick. This looks pretty good to me. I give more minutes to the starters, not so much for the bench, and I did take Grady Dick out of it. Yeah, because we don't really need him at this point. So let's see if we can get this thing done, man. Let's see. It's 1-0 us, 2-0 us. It is 3-0. Bro, no way. We are dominating right now. Clean sweep once again. Now we're moving on to the conference finals, going up against the Orlando Magic. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Cole Anthony, Jett Howard, Jimmy Butler. That's where we ended up. And then they got Wendell Carter Jr., so no Paolo Banchero. That's a pretty scary team, man. Let's get into it. As we're going to take this game by game per usual. We do win game 1. We win game 2. Bro, no shot. Are we really just gonna dominate everybody here? We're in the NBA Finals and we haven't lost yet. Now we're going up against the OKC Thunder. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and also Chet Holmgren. That's a good team, man. I'm not sure if we're better on paper, but it should be a good one. Let's get into it. As let's see. We lose game 1 this time. 1-1. Way to bounce back there. 2-1 us. Let's see, 3-1. Can we close this thing out? No, we cannot. Please no game 7, bro. No game 7 necessary. The Toronto Raptors have won a championship in year 3. And Scotty Barnes led the way, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Only shot 28% from deep, but don't worry about that. Finals MVP, man. Shout out to him. Bro, this team is so balanced. Look at the closeout game. You got Immanuel Quickley, 22 points and 9 assists. Then you got RJ Barrett, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Modesty Zealous, 22 points and 9 rebounds. Scotty Barnes, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. And even Bam Adebayo, 17 points, 9 rebounds. Everyone did their thing, man. Let's take a look at the playoff stats. Scotty Barnes led the way, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and he also shot 38% from deep. That's good. Then we got Immanuel Quickley, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1 steal. Shot 37% from deep. That's good as well. And how about RJ Barrett, man? The hometown kid, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Shot 46% from deep, man. Shout out to him. I don't know about you guys, man, but I love this team. We got Scotty Barnes, Bam Adebayo, RJ Barrett, Immanuel Quickley, Modest Buzelis. I mean, that's a really good starting 5. Then you got Gary Trent Jr., really did thrive as a 6th man. And we even got guys like Grady Dick, Christian Coloco. They turned out to be really solid too. I'm definitely happy with how this team came out. That's gonna do it for me though. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, man. I gotta get some sleep. This has been TKJ. Blessings.